Hello, my name is Steve Bowler, and in this video I'm going to be configuring floating static routes. Floating static routes are used when your dynamic routing protocols might have failed in your network. So what you can do is set the administrative distance on these floating static routes to be higher than the administrative distance on your dynamic routing protocols. That way it does not get chosen and added to the routing table as the best route until your dynamic routing protocol gets flushed out of your routing table. So what we'll do is we will configure a couple of routers here. What we have here is we're going to have router 0 and router 1, and what we're going to do here in GNS3 is we'll have a loopback on router 1, we'll have a loopback 0 interface, which we will configure with the IP of 192.168.1.0/24. And what we're going to do here on is we're going to have two different connections from router 0 to router 1. Let's go ahead here and connect the routers with a point-to-point serial link, and then we're going to use the Ethernet switch here to represent we're going to use for the main connection, we're going to have an Ethernet link, because we all know that Ethernet is faster than this serial link. In this case is going to be, let's just say, a T1. So the Ethernet here is going to be 100 meg, where T1 is going to be 1.5 meg. So we have two links between the routers now. We have a serial and we have an Ethernet. So we're just going to pick a routing protocol here to use. We'll use EIGRP between the two routers for our dynamic routing protocol. Okay, so what we have here is the fast Ethernet network. Here is going to be the 2 network, 172.16.2.0, and the network for the serial interfaces here is going to be put in the 172.16.1.0 network. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. We're going to show you some debug commands. We're just going to explain this well for you so that you can see what's going on in the routing tables and see what's going on in the routers when these routes are lost, and how the floating static routes are used in this scenario. So router 0 we're going to configure with the .1 IP addresses for both the networks, and router 1 is going to have the .2 IPs. Again, router 0 and router 1, we're going to have a floating static route over the serial link here. We're going to put it, and then over the fast Ethernet we will